let's talk about things that you can do working for yourself while you're building your digital product business. Because one thing I want to make clear is if you leave your 9 to 5 to work for yourself, you need to have a clear path, a clear plan in place for how you're going to make money. And would I love to say that you could make all of your income selling digital products and, being a content creator? Absolutely. However, it does take time to build. Sometimes it can happen within a month. Sometimes it takes a few years. I freelance for somebody who is a YouTuber. It took her 10 years. So it takes time, and you need to have a plan in place of how you will fill the gaps and have multiple revenue streams so that you always see income coming in while you're building your business. So I'm going to talk about 3 different freelancing jobs that you can do while you're building your business. So the reason I'm talking about these 3 specifically is because I've talked about Mimi before in previous videos. She originally reached out to me just asking advice on being a virtual assistant, freelancing, things like that. And after just 90 days, she literally left her corporate job and is now completely working for herself, but she's doing it by working multiple freelancing jobs. So I want to make sure that people are aware of the hustle and the struggle that you might sometimes experience in the beginning, and why it's really important to think about what you're going to do to make money before you jump in and do it. So Mimi, let's talk about her and the 3 freelancing jobs that she is currently working. So the first one is freelancing in the world of social media. So this could be for a content creator or a social media agency, or maybe it's a mixture of both. Maybe it's a content creator who started a side business and they need a team to help run it. And the thing is, people get really lost with social media thinking, oh, I need to have video editing skills, or I need to be super knowledgeable in Instagram strategy. And that's not necessarily the case. People in the industry of social media need help in every area of any type of business. They may need a bookkeeper or an accountant or an assistant or somebody to plan events. That's something that I did recently for a content creator. So there are lots of different things that you can do as a freelancer in the world of social media. The point is, you're just looking into different content creator brands and seeing if they are hiring and if they need help with their business and their brand. So moving on to Mimi job number 2, she is also now working as a wedding coordinator. So there is a local existing business who has weddings at a barn locally, and it's a family friend. So it's a connection she had built through her family, and that's the importance of networking. We all have our own local towns and businesses, and it's important to meet these people and talk to them. So if you're really considering doing this, start going to local events, start meeting the owners of your local businesses, and start networking. So now not only is she freelancing for a social media agency, she is also freelancing as a wedding coordinator for a local wedding barn. And don't think I'm trying to tell you to go be a wedding coordinator. I'm instead telling you to network locally and figure out what your skill set is, and is there any local businesses around you that you feel like you have a skill that could help them. Mimi is also in process of developing a website for a local business as well, completely separate from the wedding coordinator. And again, this is because she has networked, and it was actually the people who own the wedding barn who referred her to this person. So networking is super important. Okay, so next on the Mimi job front is cleaning houses. So I am so impressed with her. She literally was like, you know what? I have a friend who cleans houses and they make a decent amount of cash. So I am going to start doing that on the side as well. So that way I can kind of fill in that gap and make sure I'm making enough money. And sure enough, she went out there, she posted it, and instantly started getting nibbles and bites and getting reoccurring clients and one-off clients. And you know what, it's funny, the other day we were chatting and she was saying, I really need a little bit more income. So she pitched her cleaning services again and got a new client. So it's all about being mindful and aware of what you're bringing in. If you lose something, how am I going to replace this? Having a game plan, having some options, doing some pre-networking before you take the plunge, and just really figuring out like what is your skill set. Mimi, like we clean our houses every single day. Like, she knows how to clean. And is it labor intensive? Yes. Does it take all day to do a couple houses? Yes. It's a hustle. This is not the path for the faint of heart. It's a lot of work. And in the beginning, it's even more work. And even though she is juggling all these different freelancing jobs, she still has the luxury of working when she wants, where she wants. And, it's just about balancing meeting deadlines and delivering what you promise to people. But she is able to set her own schedule. She's able to tell her cleaning clients her availability. She is able to provide her website client when it's going to be done. Having that freedom is life-changing. Her story is very similar to mine. I also broke free from the 9-to-5 corporate job and completely worked for myself. And I have worked for multiple content creators. I've done one-off services for people. I've had my own personal YouTube client before. I also obviously lean into content creation. I've had brand partnerships and I make money from affiliate marketing. So I have so many different revenue streams, which if you're interested in learning more about that, I actually have an entire video all about that right here. So anyway, thank you so much for watching this video and I will talk to you soon. Bye.